What's going on, you guys? What is going on? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and just all things reality TV based. You guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday, and I intend on doing the exact same, honey. It is cold as shit outside. Okay, it is very cold. A winter storm is arriving and I'm cold. Okay. I got all the heat on at this point. So I don't care what nobody got to say about nothing. It is cold out there and it's cold up in here. And I'm making sure that my ass is like warmish. Okay. Happy Martin Luther King Day to everybody that's sitting here watching this video today. I hope you guys enjoy the show. I hope you guys get what you need from me today. This is the third time I done went live today, so hopefully this live is better than the last two. The last two to me were very lackluster, but the shows were very lackluster. So I can't really expect too much from those lives that I did. But I tried. I really did. I tried. It's 38 of you guys up in here so far. So we're about to go ahead and get into some things. But before we do, I have to tell you guys what we got coming up on the platform right now. So tonight we're gonna do the Whether You Like It or Not panel, and it's going to be on Yocrates's platform. Okay, so make sure you guys tune in. The link is available right now. It's in the playlist. So all you gotta do is go to playlist and look for the Whether You Like It or Not playlist, and then all you gotta do is scroll all the way down to the bottom and you will find it. All right, so make sure you guys get into that because we're gonna try our best to give you guys a good show, even though the show that we're talking about was not a good show. But we're gonna get into some things though, don't you worry. And then tomorrow it is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and we will be doing a live review right after the show is over. So make sure you guys get into that. All right. So with that being said, for those of you that are in here, we're approaching 100 people. We got 61 up in here so far. Leave fire down in the chat. That fire gets me going. Also, not only do you need to leave fire in the chat, but I see moderators that are in here. Shout out to you guys. Not only is the moderators up in here, but there is, Scotty Gang as well. Like I said, this year is all about engagement. It's 63 of you guys up in here so far. I need to see at least 63 people in the chat engaging. This is a safe space for you to give your opinions in the chat. Scotty Gang family is very respectable of each other. They agree to disagree all the time in the chat. So be sure and feel free to give your opinions in the chat. We really want you guys to be more engaged this year because we have a lot going on this year for the Scotty Gang, and that's pretty much all that I got right now. So I want you guys, like I said, we got over 60 people up in here. We are approaching 100. We got over 60 people up in here, and we need the same amount of people that's watching need to be in this chat giving their opinions. Don't be a stranger and don't be a ghost watcher. We want you in the building. All right. So with that being said, we're about to go ahead and get into some things right now, honey. And the first thing that we're going to get into is these two annoying people. They're very annoying, okay? And that is Tamar and Jessie motherfucking Woo, okay? Now, I've been waiting for this to hit the blogs. I was told about this situation a while ago. I was told about it. I was told about it, and they said it was on, other people's YouTube pages. And, I'm not really trying to go over there and get all her stuff. I was going to wait till the blogs put it out there so we can get like the cliff notes of everything like that and stuff like that. So that's what I was waiting on. I wasn't really trying to do all that extra stuff, y'all. But apparently they done got into it because Tamar came up here and threatened this lady as if she's a bad Muppet, but not a bad, okay? She'd have set up here and threatened Miss Jessie Woo over her white prince or something like that. We're about to go ahead and get into what this article is giving right now. Okay, let's get into that. So apparently, Tamar Braxton has allegedly threatened media personality Jessie Woo's friend over claims that she was flirting with the singer's fiance. And she stated that she will hurt that bitch and her mama. Her words, not mine. I'm just reading what the article said. All right. So let's get into the article itself. Now, it says that the musician seemingly had to remind her co-worker, Jessie Woo, about how she doesn't play about her boo, Jeremy J.R. Robinson, after the media personality's friend allegedly attempted to shoot her shot at the attorney. Now, Jessie Woo recently explained what went down on a now deleted YouTube video after a few fans noticed the Dish Network hosts were no longer following each other. The 33-year-old claimed that Tamar Braxton, age 46, unfollowed her back in November after sending a thread of angry messages. Reportedly, the Braxton Family Values star became upset after one of Woo's friends approached Jeremy J.R. Robinson while they were at an event and did too much flirting with him. According to Woo, she attempted to call Braxton in between the texts that she was going to find out what was going on. She claimed that the Love and War singer was, furious and repeatedly threatened her and the unnamed friend before hanging up the phone again. Okay. Let's see what else they're saying in this article. Later in her recount, Woo criticized Braxton for being all talk. She claimed that she gave the musician her friend's social media handles, but said Braxton never contacted the woman. Of course she didn't. Additionally, she slammed Braxton's fiance Robinson for being thirsty for Black attention, highlighting that the fact that he only gets media coverage for his antics involving his partner. In case you're unfamiliar, Braxton and Robinson got engaged after appearing on the dating reality series The Queen's Court last year. They were together for around 7 months before announcing their breakup, okay? And they said that the whole story is on JasmineBrand.com. I ain't even going there, but we already know what that was given, okay? So let's get into this. So here are the text messages. I hope you guys can see. Let me take myself off this screen so y'all can get a better view. If y'all can't see it, it's really okay because I will just read them to y'all, okay? I will read them to you guys. Let me see another one. Hey, Scotty, you wearing my favorite color. What's your favorite color? Red, baby. Red is my favorite color, honey. It's definitely my favorite color. But yeah, shout out to the people that love red, honey. Shout out. It's over 100 people up in here. Like I said, make sure you guys are engaging in this chat because y'all make the show. Y'all make the show just like I give you guys the content and give you guys the entertainment. At least I try to give you guys the entertainment the best way I can. But I know that it's kind of blurry because it's kind of blurry on my end. So I'm going to try my best to read it to you guys. Now, in the first side, Jessie is telling Tamar, I understand, but I want you to just calm down for a moment. I don't even talk to that girl like that. And Tamar responded with, yeah, well. And what the did she say to JR? So Tamar responded with, she tried to talk to him on some me. She don't know me. She your friend. And then, Jessie Woo responded with, wait, what? Yeah, she your friend, not mine. And then that's when Jessie responded with, that's effed up. So then that's when Tamar responded with, what's up? Because I hurt that bitch and her mama. Oh my Jesus. And send her what I'm saying. I'm so serious. Let me find her name. I don't do this fake ass Atlanta. Don't be playing in my fucking face like that. This is when I get real serious. And that's what your friend said to him last night. So that's when Jessie responded with, Tamar, call me back. I don't even fuck with her like that. Call me when you... Hold up. Call me when you can. Hold on. I will... Y'all will find her. So that's when Jessie said, call me. And that's when Tamar said, I need a minute. I'm not these Atlanta bitches. I'm not. I stay to myself from all this and to stay out of jail. Okay, so that's what, Tamar had to say to Jessie Woo. Okay, and I'm going to give y'all my opinion after we get through all the evidence. Okay, so after that, okay, I guess this is the video. Okay, so after that, this is what Jessie Woo said in the video. Let's get into that.
On my YouTube and my socials after I covered the JR and Tommy stuff, and I said that it gave a racist connotation. Some of you were like, wow, that's kind of taking it a little too far, to say that, him playing with two Black women. I mean, you could say it's messy, but to say it gives a racist connotation was taking it a little too far. And so I stand by what I said, but also I think that once I give you guys more insight as to some things that has taken place between Tamar and I because of George Washington, I think now you guys will understand really, really why I feel it has a racist undertone. So back in November, I'm in the Delta Sky Lounge. I noticed an uptick in certain comments. I'm ready to board my flight to go to Ghana. You guys saw my Ghana vlog. If you haven't watched it yet, please watch it. And, some of you guys know I went to December. I will be uploading that. Hopefully I do this by this weekend, because this upcoming week I have to have oral surgery, and I think I might be out for 2 weeks. It's pretty serious. But anyway, so while I was in the airport in the Delta Sky Lounge waiting for my flight, I get a call from Tamar. You better get your motherfucking friend. Get your motherfucking friend. Your motherfucking friend is about to get her fucking ass whooped. Yeah, he not my nigga right now, but he's still my nigga. Even though we're not together, he's still my nigga. Okay, she knows he's my nigga, and I will fuck her up. I'm from Baltimore. And I'm just sitting there what is happening? What's going on? I'm ready to board my flight to calm down. She hangs up. So I call her back. I'm like, what is going on? No. Get your fucking friend. Get your fucking friend. I'm like, what is going on? So she says my friend's name, and we're just going to say Rosa. Because between y'all and me, my friend is going to know the story through this video. I never brought this to my friend's attention. So she keeps hanging up, but calling me and yelling, threatening me, telling me I better get my friend, and threatening my friend that, she's going to fuck her up. And I'm like, girl, what is happening? What is happening? And in between the calls, I'm texting her, and I'll put the screenshots of the text messages too, because people love to say that people be lying. One thing about me, I don't gotta lie. And I just calm down. She hangs up. So I call her.
I think that's all that we got for this. That's all that we got. That's all we got for this, because that's it. So I'm about to get back on screen. Let me get back on screen for y'all. Woo, shit. Okay. Now that we're back on screen, honey. Now that we're back on screen, about to get into it. So I got a couple of things to say about this. A couple of things to say. And I'm gonna start with Jessie Woo. Number one, why you not defending your friend? You look fake as hell. I know you said you don't with her like that, but that's supposed to be your friend, though. And she keep on saying that she your friend. And you sitting up here talking about you don't with her like that, and you just letting Tamar go in on your friend and make all these threats towards your friend and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Jessie, you look real plastic right now, because ain't no way nobody can text me about none of my damn friends in that manner. Because if that's the type of smoke you looking for, you get that smoke to my friend. Because when you bring that smoke over here, you finna get cussed out. Because number one, my friend ain't here to defend themselves. And number two, you're not finna bring that to me. Period. I'm just saying. I don't really with her like that. I don't know. But she said it was a tactic, and you have to say, okay, I get what y'all saying, but see, that's the difference between me and her. I don't be thinking about tactics and plots and plans and ploys and stuff like that. I don't be thinking about that type of stuff. I just go in for the kill, because the moment you sit up there and say, I'm gonna beat your friend ass, I'm gonna with you, and no, absolutely not. You're not coming for my friend in any kind of way. Don't you dare think that you can threaten my friend in my presence. Absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not. Period. Okay, but I guess I get it. She lied to Tamar so she can get more tea and let Tamar run her mouth some more, because you already know that Tamar gonna run her mouth some more. That's just what she do. So yeah, but let's get into Tamar, when did you start getting balls? And stop claiming Baltimore, Cause you not from no damn Baltimore. So stop claiming that shit. You not from no damn Baltimore, number one. Number two, when did you get balls? Threatening to fight somebody and whoop somebody ass. Like, where was those balls when K. Michelle was pressing you? Where was those balls then? Where was those balls when Monica was pressing you? Where was those balls? Because I heard through the grapevine that when y'all was on a Great Escape tour, your ass was scared as shit of Monica, allegedly. So I'm just trying to understand where these extra balls come from. And on top of that, you yelling out you from Baltimore and stuff like that. Like that means something. You can yell out you from Baltimore all the fuck you want to. That don't mean that somebody's supposed to be scared of you. That don't mean you can whoop them up ass because you're from Baltimore. You don't think that people from Baltimore don't get their ass whooped too? I hate when people do that. I'm from Memphis. I'm from Chicago. I'm from Detroit. I'm from Baltimore. I'm from Brooklyn. And what the does that mean? Everybody from the hood cannot fight. What does that mean? Tamar is childish. Tamar is whack as the okay. She just like I don't understand. And all this, like I just don't get like I said, she know who to try with, she know who to play with because she didn't play with Tommy like that. She didn't play with Monica like that. See, she didn't want it with Monica. Like I said, I heard about it. She and it may not even be it may not even be all that what it's cracked out to be. This might all just be, you know, alleged, but from what I heard, honey, she was scared of Monica during that Great Escape tour. She wouldn't even blink her eyes when Monica came around, from what I was told. So go somewhere and sit down. And if you really want to be honest, I wouldn't want to fight Monica ass either. Tamar know who to try with because she know that Monica would beat her ass. Okay, she knows that Monica would beat her motherfucking ass. That's why she didn't try it with her. That's why. Stop acting like you hard, Tamar. You are not. We have seen you cower down and bow down to folks when they're pressing you. Like I said, where was the energy when K. Michelle was pressing you? Now that's what was disrespectful to your ass. Okay, now she disrespected you to the heart, to white meat. She the reason why you keep getting called a Muppet to this day. So why you didn't press her? That's who wanted to smoke with you. Why you ain't press her? And then on top of that, when she was pressing you, they were saying that Kay was a bully because you played the victim. What's good, Tamar? But you know, again, who to try with. You didn't want it with Kay. You damn sure didn't want it with Monica. And you didn't want it with the girls from Escape either. You didn't want it with them. Tamar ain't nothing but a loud mouth. A loudmouth Dollar General brand Barbie doll that want to sit up here and run her mouth and think that she's threatening people. Like, please go somewhere and sit down. You are nowhere in the least bit intimidating. In the least bit. You don't ever hear me getting on here, you know, threatening to whoop somebody ass. I know that I can, but ain't nobody trying to do that. I know I can't whoop everybody ass. I done lost a fight. I done won fights. I have. Like, I have won some and I have definitely lost some. Where's I got the strawberry on my knee to prove it, honey, because that motherfucker slapped my ass so hard on that damn street. I think he knocked me the out on that damn street. I'm not gonna say that. But what I'm saying is, no, you all you do is run your mouth. That's all you ever do is run your damn mouth. That's all you ever do is get loud. Like, girl, bye. Get the fuck out of here. Look, I ain't ashamed of shit. I would tell y'all my short. When I tell y'all, I would tell you guys my shortcomings. I would tell you guys my shortcomings, and that was one of my shortcomings. That was one fight I did not win. I knew I wasn't going to win it from the moment I stepped to him. But did you think that made? Did you think that made any difference to me? Absolutely not. Because I gave it the best that I could. The motherfucker was fast. Motherfucker was bigger than me. He had more weight on him than me. Y'all think, like, I done gained a couple of pounds. Back then, I was real skinny. Like, skinny, skinny. I think I was barely 100 and some pounds. I wasn't going to win that one. Period. I wasn't going to win that one at all. But me and him cool, though. We cool now. Like, he cool now. That was many, many moons ago. I was, what, 18? I was 18. He was 17. Long time ago. We real cool. He probably want me to, bust him down now. That's what I think. But that's probably the reason why we fought in the first place. He probably wanted me to bust him down back then. But that's another conversation. But Tamar is just no. She whack. She whack. Tamar is whack. Period. Like, why is she trying to be a psycho bully now? Like, girl, and then you screaming you from Baltimore and shit. What does that matter? Shit. Shout out to Just Patches once again for gifting 5 more Scotty by Nature memberships. Congratulations to those of you who are now a part of the membership. Okay, shout out to you guys, honey. Shout out. What she needs to do is just sing. She's good at singing. She's good at singing. All this love and war, instead of wanting to be at war with people, girl, focus on the love and sing your love songs, okay? Because as much as I don't like you or your Muppet face, I love some of your records. Like, Let Me Know. That's my song. Like, how I go? Let me know. What's the other song? I reminisce the way we kissed. It felt so personal. I love that song. I don't need no one, baby. Love it just like a bomb. Put it all on me. I don't want nobody else. Baby, all I need is you. You are the one I want. I love that song. And that fake ass Trust and Believe that she had with Love and War. Like, love it. What's the other song she had? It's another song Tamar had. I love that Pieces song. I love that Stay and Fight record that she had. And it was another record, and then My Man, whatever. But Tamar need to stop it with this hood stuff. Cause she know Mama E was not playing that hood. Mama E already threatened to slap the piss out of her. So it's just ridiculous. Like, but we're never going to know her for her music. We're only going to know her for being a Muppet and being a loudmouth that was on The Real. That's the only thing that we're ever going to know her for. And that's it. I've never really cared for Tamar, especially when she was on Braxton Family Values, and the way she thought she was better than her sisters, and the way she used to clown Tracy all the time, and Tracy was going to get up in her ass and tell her, don't test me. That's what a lot of these folks in this industry need to tell her. Don't test me. Don't test me. Yes, All the Way Home is definitely a great song. Definitely a great song. But Tamar just not a great person, and I'm just not here for her. And that's just it. So I'm sorry if you a Tamar fan, Stan, whatever you want to be, but I don't with Tamar. Now, when she's right, she's right. But when she's wrong, she's definitely wrong. And in this case, she's wrong. Okay? She's wrong as 2 left foot. She's wrong as the surgery that she got on her damn face. Like Tamar, period. Okay? All I gotta say about that is, if you don't wanna love me, don't love me, don't wanna touch me, don't touch me, cause I refuse to do anything that you don't wanna do. Let's go to the next one. Next topic. God, what is wrong with his face? Next topic. Eric Fuller. If you don't know who Eric Fuller is the producer of The Real Housewives of Atlanta from season 14 to season 15. And he is also a producer for The Real Housewives of Potomac. He's been on the production team for Potomac since season 1, but he became a showrunner by season 6 show, because that's when the show started to jump shark. Okay, now there are rumors going around stating that Mr. Eric Fuller has gotten fired and he's no longer a part of the production team for The Real Housewives of Atlanta or The Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, like I said, we don't know if this is true, but this is all alleged. So we're going to get into what we got up here, y'all. Shout out to Tessa. I need to make her mine too. I ain't seen her in a while. So this is what it says. Now, it says that RHOA and RHOP executive producer is fired. Okay. It says, now, who knows if he quit or if he was terminated, but Eric Fuller is looking for a new job. He posted a status on LinkedIn and said, I am looking for a new role and would appreciate your support. Thank you in advance for any connection, advice, or opportunities that you can offer. Maybe he decided to leave and start something new for the new year, okay? Now, fans of The Real Housewives of Atlanta thinks that he was fired for creating and producing terrible seasons, Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 and Real Housewives of Potomac season 8. If he was fired, I don't think that it would be fair to fire someone after only producing 2 seasons. I would like to know how long he has been an executive producer and what other seasons he is responsible for. Because what if it was 8 great seasons under his belt? Does 2 terrible seasons really qualify for him to be fired? I really don't think so. I read a comment on Twitter saying that producers are freelancers and have no income and when no shows are in current production. Eric is looking for something until RHOA is ready to film for its 16th season. Eric, if you're reading this, I have a podcast called The Comment Section. I would love to have you on so we can discuss this. So this is what the tweet says. So the tweet says, so they showing what he put up on his LinkedIn or whatever. I guess that's what you call it, honey. Let's see. So it states that hi, everyone. I am looking for a new role and would appreciate your support. Thank you in advance for any connections, advice, or opportunities you can offer. Hashtag open to work. Okay. Very interesting post today. The executive producer of The Real Housewives of Atlanta and Potomac just posted this, and it seems to be that Bravo gave him the pink slip. Okay. Then, there we go right there. And then this Mad Beefs page, it says producer Eric Fuller allegedly got fired because the last few seasons of RHOA and RHOP have been tanking, with him being the person who's supposed to have housewives bring great storylines throughout filming. Maybe this is why Atlanta is taking so long to return. So someone stated Eric Fuller was not fired. Those staff who was assigned to RHOA have no income until the show resumes production. He's free to seek freelance work if he or others choose, if his employer, Truly Original, allows for it. RHOP, if not, has also been put on hiatus to start filming in April. This is Kempire. I don't really want to play his stuff, so let me put an overlay over this. Shout out to Kempire. Let's put that over there. Let's get into what he said.
For the fans. So a lot of the fans of The Real Housewives of Atlanta are really upset with production. So hearing the news yesterday that we talked about a possible reboot for the cast, but not for production, got a lot of people upset. So he took to his Instagram that he has privatized on and off over the last couple of years and said this. Eric says this, I'm not an editor. I don't make casting decisions. I don't choose what scenes make it or not. If you're going to come for me for what I'm responsible for. Sounds like, what? So what do you do? Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of Potomac. Here's the thing. I do not condone any of the bullying and constant harassment that Eric has been experiencing on social media, especially from the Bravo universe. But based on what you're saying, I'm like, but you are still the executive producer. You're still the showrunner. You're still guiding the editors. The editors don't have carte blanche to put together whatever they want. They're putting together what you as a production team want to say for the season. And based off what Andy has said, executive producers are usually involved in the casting. I'm just confused. And based off the things that he says that he's not responsible for, I'd like to know what you're responsible for. Or you're just not taking credit for a season that people have found tremendously not as entertaining as you might have thought. Here's the thing. I do not condone any.
Okay, there he is. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take this overlay off. There he is on pictures with Sheree. Okay, there he is on pictures with Wendy. And there he is on pictures with Nikki, Robin, and Nikki and Robin. Okay, so that's pretty much all that we got on this situation in regards to Eric Fuller. Now, this is all alleged. We don't know if Eric Fuller is really fired or not. We really don't know. And if you want my honest opinion about it, I think he should be fired because Eric Fuller does not know how to produce a great show. I think that by him, the reason why a lot of us rather feel like he should be fired is because look at the last few seasons. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, poor. Favoritism. We see who he's trying to push to the front. Season 14 was it was all right, but season 15 was awful. You look at season 6 of The Real Housewives of Potomac, that is when he became executive producer. And season 6 was okay. Season 7, okay, it was decent. Season 8, horrible. So, and then I think Eric Fuller was a part of the production team during Basketball Wives, season 7 and 8, with the whole colorism thing was going on. Like, he's a part of a lot of fucked up ass storyline, placements on these shows, like The Shrine, and they stay on one topic at a time, and then this whole thing with Marlo and the nephew that got killed decades ago and stuff like that. So to me, it's like I don't never want nobody to lose their damn job or anything like that, but something has got to give with these shows. Atlanta was once the #1 show on Bravo, and it really sucks that Beverly Hills is the #1 show now. Beverly Hills ain't never been that great. I could be color biased. I could be. But Beverly Hills ain't never been that great. Beverly Hills ain't never been as good as The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It never had no moments like The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It ain't never went viral like The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It ain't never seen the ratings like Housewives of Atlanta. It has never been that girl like that. And I know, and I feel like Bravo wants Beverly Hills to be that girl, and it'll never be. Like, they cannot do no TV like Atlanta, and they got to do something. We blame the cast, but cast can be an issue. Just knowing the things that I know, knowing the things that I know behind the scenes of like chasing Atlanta and stuff like that, like the cast can be a part of the problem. People don't want to film with one another. People don't want to engage with another. People don't want to stand 10 toes down. People don't want to do this. People don't want to do that. So I get it. But production is also an issue. When you got a good producer, you can give us good, episodes. Like, for instance, Bell Collective was absolutely great this season. Let's see, SWV and Escape Show last year, that was the best reality show the whole year. I could have watched that shit the whole motherfucking year. Instead of giving us 30-some episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I could have got 30-some episodes of SWV and Escape and would have been fine with that. Like, that show was so damn good, and that shit blew my channel up last year again. You know, I have my moments where, you know, the episode, my channel, it grows at a steady pace, but then I have some moments where it blows up out of the blue off some shit, and SWV and Escape hit this channel blow the fuck up. Okay, me, Mims, and Jamie, we blew up off Escape after Escape show. I could have spent the whole year watching SWV and Escape, period. I could have done that all damn year. The best show of 2023 was definitely SWV and Escape Queens of R&B. I want another season. And you know, for real. And I even said, if Mona can give you TV like that, she can bring her the Housewives of Atlanta. She'll get them girls into shape. You'll bring her over there to Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? Period. Bring her over there. You know? We got to do something because people used to say that Potomac was about to take over Atlanta. That's what the people used to say. But it ain't working at this point. So we got to figure some things out, you know? And look at how Love and Hip Hop is without Mona. It's not as great without Mona. Like, she can give us good TV without being ratchet. Like, she gave us great TV with the Escape Still Kicking It show, and she did it again with the SWV and Escape show. She can produce really, really well to Bravo standards. She don't have to bring Love and Hip Hop to Bravo. She know what she doing. So I think that's what they need in Atlanta and Potomac. That's what I think. So we really don't know if he fired or not. But one thing about it, and two things for certain, we would not mind if he was. And that's on period. But anyway, shout out to the 300 people that is in the chat right now. We got over 300 people in this chat, y'all. Y'all have really been supporting these lives, honey, and I'm really appreciating it. Shout out to the Scotty Gang. Shout out to the Scotty Gang moderators. We're in the building today. So let's move on to the very last story for today, and that is the article that Essence Magazine wrote about the Real Housewives of Potomac. That is one of the main reasons why we are here today, is to talk about this article, and I have not read it, and we're going to read it together right here on this platform today. I'm going to read it and give my commentary, and read it again and give my commentary, okay? But before we do that, I have to take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. All right, and I am back. I am back. Luckily, my bathroom is right there. So let's go ahead and get into this Essence article right now. Let's get into that now. So here's the thing. There we are. So it says that among all the Real Housewives franchises, Potomac gained its claim to fame through its two anchors, okay? And it said it was Karen Huger and Giselle Bryant. While like many of its counterparts, Potomac is recognized for depicting the lifestyles and interpersonal dynamics of women. RHOP has become somewhat lackluster in offering a compelling glimpse into the lives of the ladies of Potomac, Maryland. However, beneath the surface lies a deeper issue, and we already know where they're going with this. We're now in the 8th season, and the show has mostly stayed with the same cast, with the scattering of replacements and additions, with Monique Samuels joining in season 2, Candace Diller-Bassett, who joined in season 3, Dr. Wendy Osefo, who joined in season 5, and Mia Thornton, who joined in season 6. Outside of some newly minted friends and housewives, the show's anchors have mostly remained the same. Huger, Bryant, Robin Dixon, Sharice Jackson Jordan, why is she named? And now friend of the show, and Ashley Darby and Katie Rose, who was fired after season 1, but brought back for season 4. Okay. Let's continue on with it. Now, the franchise has been on a sharp decline for some time now, mostly due to the uninspiring storylines of most of the cast. Coupled with the pervasive hazing, um, combined with the undercurrent of colorism and blatant unfairness, has made the show increasingly harder to watch. Now, that is very true. If you ever look at Twitter and you see the things that people say about this show, they all say that it's no longer fun to watch. And that is very true. I watch reality TV to get my life. I watch reality TV to laugh and be so excited to get in here and talk about it with you guys. Like, that's what we all watch reality TV for. But at this particular moment, we're not getting that from this cast. It's way too dark, like the colorism, the shrines, the SA accusations that's been brought up, like all that stuff. It is way too much. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about it. And it's very unfortunate that we're in this space with this show. Because Potomac, I was very excited to see Potomac after being disappointed like I was with the Housewives of Atlanta. I was very excited to just hurry up and get into Potomac because I just thought it was going to give me the life that I needed, and it didn't give me the life that I needed, and that's very unfortunate. So it's just like, yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. And it's unfortunate. And if people can sit up here and try to, ignore it or try to diminish that stuff, but you can't really diminish it when it's all true. You know what I mean? So let's continue on with this. Let's continue on, y'all. Let's see. Potomac has a history of using a bait and switch tactic deliberately provoking and isolating women within a group, only to subsequently label these women as aggressive. It first reared its head in season 5 when the green-eyed bandits Bryant and Dixon led a crusade against Monique Samuels, who physically attacked Candace Dillard Bassett and drummed up rumors about Samuels and her family. Though Samuels left the show following season 5, her resounding words have seemed to foreshadow the direction of the show's future. Exactly. 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 It's all facts. It is all facts. Following Thornton's assault on Wendy Osefo in season 7, where Mia splashed a martini in Wendy's face, Samuels came forward with commentary about her former castmates. One thing Wendy should understand is that it's not about her actions or lack thereof. She could have sat there quietly and they still would have found a reason to ice her out. The same ladies who told me words or even antagonizing someone is not grounds for getting physical are defending a person who got physical over Peter Thomas. LOL. Just wow. And honestly, that's all facts and it's all damn true. Okay? All facts, all true. And people don't want her to say what she got to say. People want Monique to shut the fuck up. And I understand that you don't like her. But what she said was all facts, though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I agree with every word she said. Because when she was the one that put hands on somebody, they iced her out. They didn't want her around. They told her that she was a liability and she needed to get away. All of that shit. Like, they all told her that. And when Mia was doing the attacking, when Mia was, doing all that crazy ass shit, they didn't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Like, they made every excuse in the world for Mia and even blamed Wendy, who was assaulted, for what Mia did. And I'm just like, how the fuck you gonna blame her when she was the one that got attacked? And not to mention, When the stuff happened with Monique, Giselle bringing down security guards and acting like she's so unsafe and saying that Monique is a liability and she don't want to be near her and stuff like that, but had no problem with Mia doing what she did to Wendy. You know what I mean? And I get it. Folks don't like Monique because they felt like she did the most that season, and she did, because I drug her quite a few times, even though some people tend to forget that. But I drug her a lot during that first half of that season. But that second half, I defended her a lot because I felt like all of them were being hypocrites. They were all being hypocrites, and it's really crazy to me. And I'm so sick of that. They only do things when it's convenient for them, or when it appears to affect someone that they actually like. You know, I don't like that. And they really took me aside when it came down to Wendy. Never said that she was wrong or anything like that. Just took up for Mia just because they don't like Wendy. Let's see. The glaring issue on Potomac is seemingly that the goalpost always moves depending on who you're talking to. During season 5, the women largely condemned Monique for attacking Candace. During the season 7 reunion, when the altercation between Wendy and Mia was addressed, it was radio silent among the women, with the exception of Ashley, Karen, and Candace. The consensus was largely a tribute to the evident animosity towards Wendy. Bryant openly stated, "I don't like her," in reference to Wendy. The ousting has become a pattern and is orchestrated by the Green-Eyed Bandits, who have maneuvered through much of this show's past seasons without having to reveal much of their own personal lives, and pivoting the focus on other women and stirring up drama. These attacks appear to be grounded in projection. Women who enjoy the support of loving husbands, successful careers, and supportive families seem to evoke envy from those who do not have those same privileges. Let's face the facts. Giselle is a divorcee from a high-profile ex-pastor, Pastor Holy Whore, Jamal Bryant. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is all facts. Let me look at some of these comments real quick. I was asking, if YouTube personalities are so vocal about the cast of a show, does it affect the number of viewers that are watching? Watching what? The show, or are watching us? Robin film and Wendy being attacked was also very triggering. Absolutely. Monique irritates me because she tried to ice out and antagonize Candace into a fight when her real issues was with Giselle. I agree with that, Prophet. Definitely. Essence ain't told not one lie, period. Okay. Let's continue. Let's see. Robin is galloping with both financial and marital challenges with her now remarried husband, Juan Dixon. Ashley is navigating a purported divorce, and Mia, in recent news, has been seen with a new man, not a husband, G. And it seems like a calculated strategy to marginalize women who exude positivity and possess the qualities that others covet. For those who may harbor entitlement due to being fair skinned, witnessing darker skinned women thriving in every aspect can be triggering. Mm. Essence is really getting down to the nitty gritty. Nevertheless, in an apparent response to accusations of colorism, everyone choosing sides after Thornton assaulted Wendy, the producers of Potomac made a seemingly concerted effort to introduce a new cast member, Nneka, who shares Nigerian heritage with Osefo. Although the inclusion of Nneka might be seen as a positive step towards representation of darker skinned Black women on screen, the on screen conflict between Nneka and Wendy highlights a more profound cultural problem. One of the major problems that they are having is that they make their ethnicity a big part of their personality. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to demonstrate your culture, says content creator and fellow Nigerian Rennie. One of the mistakes they're making is that they're making that the central part of their personality. They keep attributing their successes and wealth to being Nigerian, and that is where the problem lies. The ongoing exchange between the two has involved accusations about Wendy's family, labeling them as Osu, a term highly considered derogatory in African culture. And a TED Talk speaker um, describes Osu as people who were told and believed and dedicated their lives and their services to the community and went further to pledge the faithfulness of their generations unborn. Therefore, they belong to the communities. Labeling someone as also carries with it in institutionalized discrimination. It isn't something to be taken lightly in African culture. Okay. Let me see the views of your channel. This is why you cannot and must do a show like Fox Soul, because you would not be able to give your honest opinions like you can on this channel. Okay. So let me answer this question. So while there are a lot of people that still watch my Potomac reviews, there are a lot of people that don't anymore. A lot of the times when a show is bad, you see a decline and a decrease in your numbers as a YouTuber for some, not all of us deal with that, but some of us do, especially, those of us that still, growing and on the come up. Like there are some people that, have way more subscribers than me, like way more, like in the hundreds, and they can put out anything and people will watch it. But people like myself, we're still growing, so we do kind of see a decline in numbers, but there is still a decent amount of people that watch my Potomac reviews. But I do notice the change. Like there was a time where on my Potomac reviews, I would get between 5K to 10K viewers, watching me every week for Potomac. But now it's between 2 to 4K, because they're not enjoying the show. So if they're not enjoying the show, then you know what I mean? You know, why would they watch the reviews? But there are some people that feel like our reviews and our panels are much better than the show itself. So they'll still watch the reviews instead of watching the show. So, I am sort of new to you, but I would rather come to your reviews than watch the show. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, Pat Gray. And I also appreciate your comment basically saying this is why I cannot and must not do a show like Fox Soul, because I won't be able to give my honest opinions like I can here. And that is true. You got to water yourself down when you are signed to a certain thing. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely understand it. I don't take I don't have any qualms about you saying it. I don't take it personal. Um, Furthermore, the dispute implicates crimes. No, I'm sorry. Furthermore, the dispute includes implications of witchcraft shrines, most of which are perpetuating ignorance, xenophobia, and fear mongering. We have two women who are not only from Nigeria and they're actually the same ethnicity, and then happen to be experiencing conflict as a result of cultural differences with their ethnicity, which, in other words, they're now airing dirty laundry that had no business being aired in America. Apart from Wendy and NECA, the women in the group have no knowledge of traditional African religion. Breaking the fourth wall reveals a more significant concern, a storyline orchestrating a conflict between two LGBTO women on national TV. Reality TV thrives on conflict, but the narrative falters when we clumsily um, attempt to delve into African spirituality on the national stage. It caused the showrunners to the carpet for allowing the conversation to happen on camera. It's something very devious about the nature of exposing sensitive cultural discussions without the necessary care and responsibility. It intentionally perpetuates stereotypes and causes harm. The implication that Wendy is also is one thing. Secondly, when NECA accuses Wendy's mother of practicing witchcraft, these accusations and conflicts take place in the privacy of the home within Nigeria and LGBT culture. You are on you are on American television. You've now taken the responsibility to represent Nigeria when nobody asked you. It's a heavy burden to carry, quite frankly. And that is very true. The showrunners and the executive producers of The Real Housewives of Potomac should definitely be be called to the carpet, because why on earth would you allow such a storyline be played out like it has been on national TV? I don't see why anybody with a brain would ever allow that shit to happen. I would never want that shit to happen. That would never be okay with me. And I think that is really ridiculous that they are allowing this, because who sits in a boardroom and talk about, okay, we got this new girl coming on here, the stories are going on, let's get into it. And I know they can't necessarily you can't necessarily know what they're going to do as the show progresses, but when you see it going into a certain direction, then that's when you need to get into it and fix it. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Um, let's see. Let's go ahead and continue on with this article. It says to bring Osu claims to television among a group of women who hardly get along in the first place, most of whom don't like Wendy, adds an extra layer of insensitivity, and it only magnifies existing conflicts but also exploits cultural I'm not even gonna do this. But it explores cultural differences for dramatic effects. Vaughn, who is currently in Nigeria for the holidays, says it's strange for people to tune into American television and see that this is a plot. Among the storylines presented over the show's 8 seasons, none have generated as much controversy and drama as the recent feud between Nneka and Wendy. What's even more perplexing is the missed opportunity to explore other noteworthy topics that could be peppered into the show. Nneka's family life, or even Wendy's new talk show. Both Wendy, a doctor of philosophy, and Nneka, a lawyer, had the potential to showcase their affluent lifestyles or joining forces, particularly as LGBT women. Unfortunately, this discourse has become the show's central storyline, overshadowing the opportunity to highlight their achievements. The insinuations surrounding Wendy's family lack tact, and discussing them on national television lacks the discretion that the African community deserves. This cultural debate, if you can even call it that, necessitates a conversation that is both delicate and nuanced. The social, economic, and political implications of such a claim are not suitable for a platform like Real Housewives. They're in such an awkward fight because they're having a fight where you're throwing heavy accusations that are considered taboo within the culture. If you accuse someone of witchcraft, that is really a big deal. People freak out. It's not something to be taken lightly, and people are very insulted by it. Nigeria is a very religious country. Both women are Catholic and Christian. So to accuse someone of witchcraft, it's like, dang, you hate them. It calls into question how in tune with the culture they both are. For that to be a storyline for a show about lighthearted drama where they normally argue about having 4 homes or your living room don't look good or who got Botox, then to speak about witchcraft and being from a castle system. Not a castle system, a caste system. I'm sorry. That is just irresponsible and they should know better. Unfortunately, this is the first instance. During the season 7 reunion, when Dillard Bassett addressed colorism, none of the cast members were adequately equipped to engage in the conversation. However, for such a conversation to land on a platform like Housewives speaks to a larger issue with the cast and production. Before Samuels was ousted in season 6, she brought forth claims of women conspiring after her and fabricate storylines. And what's happening with Wendy feels vaguely similar. I told her at the season 5 reunion that she and her family would be next, Samuel said in a post. The hate with some of these women is not for the camera. They are real life miserable. And once again, I know that a lot of y'all don't like Monique at all, but she stated the facts. Real Housewives of Potomac has shedded light to the pitfalls of exploiting sensitive cultural topics for entertainment, the recklessness in which these claims have been brought to the forefront among a group of women who are already struggling to find common ground raises questions about the responsibility of showrunners and its ethics of how to move forward. Vaughn says, I think there needs to be an admission that it went too far. I think they can't address this how they talk about regular beef. It can't be a discussion of is Juan talking to the laundromat girl or does Karen have an extra boyfriend, because that's too light. They have to understand that by this storyline, We've actually insulted a whole culture. They need to admit and address as a unit that people with ethnic nuances never should have been the focus point of the season. It was a complete mistake to go down that road. As viewers, it prompts us to reflect on the boundaries between entertainment and cultural sensitivity, urging a more thoughtful approach to storytelling that respects the dignity and nuances of the diverse backgrounds. The unresolved tensions and lingering controversies on the show serve as a stark reminder that beyond reality TV, real lives and cultures are at stake, demanding a more conscious approach to what we choose to amplify. And that was the article of Essence dragging the out of the Real Housewives of Potomac, as they should have. Okay? As they should have. Now, I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts on this before we go, because I just ordered me some DoorDash and I'm trying to fill my belly up before the panel tonight. But baby, all I gotta say is this, honey. Everything that was stated in this article was absolutely correct. It was all facts. It was all that and then some. Okay, and can't nobody say that it wasn't. It was all motherfucking facts. This show is triggering to the highest degree. And I may be going too far by saying this, but it's just as triggering as Basketball Wives is. Just as triggering. I don't know if y'all will agree to that or not, but it is just as triggering. Like Basketball Wives was triggering because of the bullying and the colorism. It was very, very much so triggering. But the Real Housewives of Potomac it's triggering in a different fashion. It's not just about colorism. You got xenophobia, you got cultural sensitivity, you got bullying, you got, you got hypocrisy, you got all of that stuff. And when a show becomes that motherfucking dark, it's no longer fun for anybody to watch. And don't nobody want to watch that, Don't nobody want to watch this. Because we keep on seeing the same old thing happening to dark-skinned women on the Real Housewives of Potomac. We never saw that on the Housewives of Atlanta. Hell, we never really saw that on Love and Hip Hop. And everybody has a lot to say about Love and Hip Hop and how ratchet it is. But Love and Hip Hop has never been so offensive to the point to where we don't even want to talk about it. Like, we don't even want to watch this because of the colorism. We don't want to, we ain't never did that with Love and Hip Hop. And they get a bad rep a whole lot, but we ain't never had to do that with Love and Hip Hop. We're looking at this show that's supposed to be classy, but we're sitting up here talking about colorism and xenophobia and cultural, sensitivity now. I just feel like at the end of it all, it's whack. And we've been seeing all this stuff happen with the dark-skinned girls from the jump. Now, excuse me. They hated Monique from day one. The moment she came on this show, she was the trophy wife, rich, had 4 homes. Giselle and Robin hated her from the very beginning and was ready to push her out the show. But the problem with Monique was she fell into those colorist tactics that they have. See, and what I mean by colorist tactics, in my opinion, is this right here. They're treating you like they don't like you, but you still want to be down with them because you feel like they're superior. You want to be with the light-skinned crew because you think that they're way more superior than everybody else on this show. So you already know they treat you like crap. They don't like you. They don't want you on this show. They're making up rumors about you and your husband. You sitting here having lunch, afternoon lunches with Giselle, who's the main one perpetuating this stuff. And then you're sitting here trying to be up their ass. And it just looked weird to me. And then at the reunion, you didn't make your case any better because you denied the fact that there is colorism on this show, because it is. And what you feel and what you don't realize is that you are a victim of the damn colorism your damn self. You just don't see it. You don't even see it. You're a victim of it yourself. They treat you the same damn way. You knew that these women were plotting against you, and you still sitting up here trying to be cool with them. Like, period. Candace, you are loud and proud and talk about colorism and calling people out for it, but yet you are still trying to be friends with motherfuckers on this show that do the colorist shit that you scream about. Let's be real. Let's be honest here. You want to be friends with these same people, and now you're calling them colorists. But wasn't they always that before y'all fell out? No. What you did was you saw that y'all had a common enemy, which was Monique, and you were right there with them. They supported you because she attacked you, and that was one reason for them to get her ass off the show. And I blame Monique for that, because the person that she should have been banging the head against the table was damn Giselle. That's who deserved the ass whooping, Giselle. I don't even know. I know that you and Candace were having y'all little bitter ass fights and stuff like that. I get it. Y'all could have really just argued y'all ass off at that winery. It didn't even have to go into no violence. It just did not have to go there. And that's just how I feel about it. But at the same time, I just really believe that Giselle deserved the ass whooping. Giselle, Robin, and Ashley played Candace and Monique against each other. Until this day, their asses are still too dumb to realize that. They played y'all against each other. Ashley stirred the pot by telling Giselle that shit that Sharice was saying. And then Giselle brought that shit to Monique, and Monique got mad at Candace. Instead of talking to Candace about it and stuff like that, you want to join up with these same light-skinned heifers that sat up there and was planning to ice Candace out. You sit up there and tried to ice the girl out with them, and that was supposed to be your damn friend. Y'all had just made up. Y'all had just made amends. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you were dumb as fuck for even sitting on that side with them. In my opinion, that's how I feel. You got played. Both of y'all did. You tried to ice Candace out, and then after you put your hands on Candace, they iced you out. So after Monique left, Giselle and Robin started showing their true colors towards Candace. The whole them throwing arugula at each other, and Candace saying your mother's low budget, and then Giselle sitting right next to Candace at the reunion, and she gonna say, at this point, the way that Candace's mouth is, if Mia decide to punch her, then I just be like, wow. But that's your friend, though. That's the person that you call your big sister. She's okay with Mia putting her hands on you, even though you just said your mother's low budget. Then we go into season 7. Mia actually assaults Wendy with wine in her pocketbook like Jennifer Hudson. And no one says a word because they don't like Wendy. They ice Wendy out instead of Mia. It don't make no sense. But Giselle, we have been able to hold ourselves above the standard. You have? Okay. The goalpost moves depending on who they like and who they don't like. And that is really the truth. And that's something that I've been saying from the very beginning. Now, Pat just said that Giselle is not guilty alone. She also believes that Ashley is very sneaky, and she is sneaky. Ashley throws rocks and hide her damn hand. She do. She stirs up the pot with a big old Kool-Aid smile and gets away with it every time. And nobody says anything. She stirs up that pot with a smile on her face, and it is what it is. Wait, Scotty, you skipped season 6 when the GB came for Wendy and her husband. Then Wendy read the out of them, and now they want to go. Exactly. Y'all attacked this lady's marriage, put out rumors about this lady's husband, and then when she went off on you, now you don't want to film with her. Now you don't want to talk to her. Now you don't want to do none of that. Whack. If you could dish it out, just be able to motherfucking take it. Like this attitude that they got, this grandstanding, grand dame attitude that they got is really ridiculous. Like, for real. For real, for real. Scotty, you're too gifted and talented for Fox, so your personality is too big for them. Child, let some of the folks tell it I'm boring. Let's see. Yeah. Let me see. Stewie Darby is behind this mess with Wendy and trying to deflect that she's still with the vampire from the underworld. Oh my God. That's why Giselle really mad at Wendy. Absolutely. And Candace should have got Ashley in her house when she had Candace's mama name in her mouth. Exactly. The excuse of I don't like her is not gonna fly for right or wrong. Exactly. I don't understand why would Dr. Wendy or NECA would even want to be on a show like this, since their careers are not along with Foolish TV. That's understood now. I definitely understand that. I do. I understand that. I get exactly what y'all saying. That, like I told y'all before, I told y'all this a million times already. Like, I had been approached to do a web series before. I have. And I said no, I didn't want to do it. And it was gonna be kind of like Chasing Atlanta. Somebody, it was gonna be a startup, and I didn't really want to do it because I just didn't want to do it. Like, I just don't want my energy to be compromised and, you know, possibly be around people I don't know. And I ain't good with people that I don't know. I'm not good with being fake for no cameras. I ain't good for forging friendships for the camera. I'm not good at none of that shit. And I was just saying to myself, now, if certain people were there, then I would do it. Like if Carl and Tramil or Jamar was there, I would be fine because I know them. Or DJ, I know them, or Bando. I'm close to him. I'll be good with that. But if it's a bunch of folks that I don't know and then a bunch of people that I don't like, I don't need to be on no show. Because I don't do ganging up on me really well. I don't do that well. And I will lose my shit. I'm telling y'all, I will lose my shit. And I would be completely out of my comfort zone. So that's why I never wanted to do it. Even though people tell me, oh, Scott, you would be good for reality TV. Girl. But yeah, child. I don't know. Like, I don't know what they can do going forward with this show to make it better. These shows are all about engagement. And if you're not doing a good job with the engagement, then you don't need to be here. And that's just the truth. I don't know what more we could do about it, but to each his own. That's all I really got, y'all. We had gotten up to like 395 people in this chat. So we were very, very close to 400 people. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Let's look at some of the comments. No, Scotty, this is your calling. You know, I hear this all the time. I really do. And I have gotten to the point to where I don't really pay attention to the things that people have to say anymore. Like I just realized that people are going to find something wrong with me no matter what I do. I do listen to the things that people want from me, and I do listen to their commentary and their opinions, and I just want to know what I can do to give you guys a better show all the time. And I do try to change, I do try to switch it up, I do try to implement the changes, and sometimes it still don't be good enough for people, and that's absolutely okay. It's just some things about me that I just can't change, and that's just fine. I just learned to just not worry about the noise and just do me the best way that I know how. And doing me has gotten me where I need to be. Period. Okay. Oh, girl, you're gonna have to rewind that, baby. I already talked about Tamar. I think Tamar and Jessie, we was the first thing I talked about. Robin and Giselle and Ashley haven't progressed nor expanded their brands outside of RHOP. They haven't. Scotty would be T on a web reality show. You would be the voice of reason, giving us Candy plus Wendy vibes when the girls try you. Now that is true. Let me do that real quick on Tracy. Now that is very, very true. That is very true. That is true. I can see myself. I always said I would be the Candy out of the bunch. I've always said that because my personality is big, but I'm not gonna start. I'm a don't start none, won't be none type of person. That's who I am. Very much so. Don't start none, won't be none. Very much so. Let me see. Nothing will change if people keep watching. If everyone stops watching and talking about something, something may shake them. Maybe so, Tammy. Let me see. There you go. That's the link to y'all's that ain't to his page, child. That's the link to the actual panel. My bad. Where we at? There we go. Okay. Now that was the link to the actual panel, child, that I put in this comment, but the link to his actual page is the second one. Okay, so let me see. I think you might be too real for reality TV. I think so too. Amen, Scotty. Love your show and you. Don't change a thing. Thank you. Mims also did a great calling out Andrew Colin for favoring jealous necks. Love my friend Mims. Love him. I wish people would band together to protest the show and its characters, but won't vote for or discuss what's going on in our real community. I love it. I love it. You got common sense. Thank you, Payne. I like how you don't follow trends. You have your own thoughts and F what the mass opinions are. And that's why I am who the fuck I am. Okay? But y'all, that's pretty much all that we got for today. Like I said, we was like 5 people away from 400 people in the chat, but that is okay because the lives have been booming since the year started, and apparently your boy's doing something right, honey. All right, now before we go, y'all do know that we have to pay the bills here. We have to support the people that I love, so let's go ahead and get into it. Now we're going to start it off with Tremel. Tremel has a song out right now called Long Days. It's available everywhere for purchase and streaming, honey, so make sure you guys pick it up. Bando has a song out called Bando's Dream. It is now available on Spotify, Apple Music, and the YouTube. And he also has another song out called DUI that is also available everywhere right now. So make sure you guys support these 2 people. These are 2 special people in my life. So make sure you guys give them all the support. And I think they know that the Scotty Gang supports them as well. So with that being said, you guys, I am Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, I will see you guys for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. Later on tonight, I'm going to post the link to my community wall right now after this is over, and I will see you guys then on Yakrati's platform. With that being said, you guys, we are out of here until the next video. I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Bye, y'all.